saw this nice setup on USJPY. This is 4 hours time frame. We jumped down on 1 hour time frame. We noticed price couldn't break this resistance level right here, and after seeing this bearish candle, we waited for price to pull back a little bit for it to get a nice entry. So let's go on the 30 minutes time frame to see price break, show the selling pressure, fully formed bearish candle, which is right at the base of these other candles. And after seeing price broke this level, so after price broke this level right here, we then look for entries. So we go on a 50 minute time frame and saw this bearish after this bearish candle, we saw this bullish candle with all this selling pressure, and that's where we got our entry right here. 6 pips our stop loss on USJPY. We're trying to trade this period a little bit aggressive this week, so we're trying to have some tight stop loss. And then price went straight down to hit to our TP for 19.5 pips. Immediately after price then went back up, and now you see price start to retrace back to the downside. So yes, price went and hit our TP in I think is 2 hours about an hour and 30 minutes before price hit our TP. So I wasn't in this trade for long. This was a nice setup. I call this in my group, and we had this setup on GJ also, but I wasn't feeling this trade. We had a break and retest, on the hours time frame. Everything was looking nice. 30 minutes, we noticed we had this bullish candle, but we entered on the 50 minutes time frame. So before that bullish candle, we got an entry right here after this bearish candle, and then price pushed to the upside, and this 50-minute candle closed in our stop loss. So what I did was I went back on the 30 minutes time frame. I saw this bullish candle, and then price pulled back to our entry, and that's where I got out. So yeah, I wasn't feeling this trade. It was a small loss, but we still had a huge winner. We still had a huge winner on USJPY, where I had 4 entries on this trade. Normally I would do like 2 or 3 entries. I had 4 entries on this trade. So yeah guys, so this week was a very nice week. Today is what, Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. I'm not looking to enter any trades tomorrow, but maybe if I find a good setup then yeah. But I want to show you guys today is that this GJ trade that I took, because the market started to have this choppy up movement. Like, it's hard to really see what is going on because price action is kind of consolidating as it go along. So for example, right here sideways, then right here price moving sideways again, right here again. So we'll have this choppy movements to the upside, so it's kind of hard to not really find a good entry to see price action would continue a smooth trend to the upside. But let me give you guys the breakdown on this trade that I took. Let me get rid of this. So right, so the original trend right now is bullish. Previously it was bullish. On the 4 hours, price was making this form of resistance level from here over here. Yeah, so let's go on the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour, you see price break above to this small retest and then push back to the upside. I wanted to get into this trade as a buy, but what happened is that I missed the trade, because you guys can see I've been enjoying myself a bit. I missed the trade right here for the buy, and that was 33 pips back. But I wouldn't stay in the trade so long because I'm trading aggressive, so I'm looking to get in on my entries and try and see if I could enter with a good bit of entries and jump out for maybe like a 25 pips with an aggressive stop loss, maybe out 10 pips stop loss. Yeah, so I missed this entry for the buy, but what happened is that in the morning now, as I woke up around 6:30, I saw that price reach back to this level and started to reject on the 5 minutes time frame. So price had a strong rejection right here on the 5 minutes time frame, right? So we had this era, and then now we have this era. So I said, well, right, nice, it looked like a double top formation. We could easily scale in for maybe a 15 pips, and then that's it for the day, because we missed our original trade, which was for the buy. So what I did was I draw this trend line from here to here. Let me get rid of this. So I draw this trend line from here to the upside. Draw my resistance level. So it was from the closing the body of these candle. I pull it across, and then I went on the 15 minutes time frame, and I noticed that we had price couldn't break above, and then we had this bearish candle with rejection, right? So I said, all right, looks like time to get a nice entry on this trade. So what I did was I bring this a little closer to here, because price didn't reach this area yet. Price closed right here, and then we had this candle trying to close. So we waited for price to pull back to at least 50% of this candle, like always, to get a more tighter stop loss, because as I say, I'm trying to trade this pretty aggressive. So after price pull back to about 50% of this candle, I then scale in an entry right here. So it was like the candle, it was right here at the time when I entered the trade, and my stop loss was 11 pips. As I stated in previous video, you guys know my stop loss is like 15 pips, but it depends, because as I say, I'm trading this pretty aggressive. So I say I wanted to, to jump in and have my 15 pips, bag it, and done for the day. And price, we went in the trade, we had a good bit of drawdown. You can see we had, like, from entry, we had 4 pips in drawdown, right? So, but we were still confident about this trade despite the drawdown, because we knew that the market will pull back from this area, because as price came up to this point, we had this depletion in price action, and then price started to push aggressive to upside, but momentum slowed down after have this selling pressure. This candle, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you go on a 5 minutes time frame, you see we had a pullback already. Then price went up again and wicked from this area, and we had a next pullback, and then price action tried for the 3rd time. So I knew that price will reverse, and I could easily got in for this swing trade. So back to the 15 minutes time frame, we got in right here. TP was 15 pips. TP was 15 pips, and this 15-minute candle, after this 15-minute candle close, the next one immediately after price hit our TP, I had a runner, so I had a trade open to about maybe 16 pip, and then I close it manually, because as I said, my original goal for this trade was to get in fast and jump out easy. So I got out for around 16 pips, and then we just closed the trade for the day. And as you guys see, price went back up, retest these lows. So price went back up and retested these lows right here with this candle. Price went up, retest, and then start to pull away. But what I noticed is that this trade could have been a better trade. Like, I could have bagged more profits on this trade if my if my official target was like down at these lows, like if my target was right here, then I could have easily bagged a lot more on this trade. Let me see how much. 45 pips. So, but remember guys, you have the goal, trade the goal. That's your trading plan. You work with the plan. Don't try to go against the plan. That's when you start to get greedy and you start to trade reckless. So that was the goal for this trade, to jump out quick, because I missed the original move. So I tried to get this swing trade back to this low, because I wanted to see price come back for a second time at this point and then push to the upside, which price did it. It broke this level right here, this previous support level, which was a resistance level on this side, and then shoot back down to these low, retested, bounce, and break under. And as you see on this side right here, price will just started going up, ranging, going up, down. So I don't like how price is acting up this week, so I didn't place any more trades after that. I just call it a day, tell myself, well, let's see where the market have to supply us with next week. So that was the only trade that I took after the USJPY trade, and yeah, that was just it.